doing great, man. How you doing?
Good. I want to, as always, ask about This Is Us, but I want to talk about your movie. That is, for those who might not have noticed,
Those are real puppies.
those are real puppies.
Real puppies.
And the real voice of Kevin Costner.
The real voice of the one and only Kevin Costner.
It's like his inner thoughts. Yeah. This is not
that was Parker. Parker's like, oh my God, Kevin Costner is my head.
I know. Imagine being a dog that young and your first role in a movie, Kevin Costner is your voice.
I mean, I think he should quit.
He probably should quit. It's probably his last movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you? So in the course of the movie.
Yeah.
And again, this isn't a film where you're having a conversation with a dog, but you do want to hear what the dog is saying. Like, Kevin Costner wasn't on set, standing behind the dogs.
No,
yeah.
I met Kevin on Thursday. And I made the movie last year.
Yeah, gotcha.
Kevin wasn't on set. I didn't even really need to hear what the dog was thinking because everything going on, the narration was in the dog's head.
Right.
It was just all in the dog's head. So for me, it was kind of like, work with the dog, say a line, and then I'd hear Simon, our director's like, okay, pause, please. I'm like, interact with the dog, and then like, okay, and action. And I'm like, and then I say my line.
Right.
Yeah. So it was all like, there's just someone back there with a clock going, and Kevin's talking, Kevin's gonna be talking, and done. Go. Yeah.
But that is nice. That was the first time you ever met Kevin was on Thursday at the premiere. He's a good guy.
Dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I was just like mildly shell-shocked, just like, this is Kevin Costner. I mean, I've been a fan of everything that he's done for years, but he was so warm and so lovely and supportive of the film. So.
And it's pretty great for him. You just realize the kind of star he is. I mean, you had to work months on that movie. He probably knocked it out in a day.
2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to like match a talking dog's mouth or anything.
No.
He was living his best life. Yeah.
I got to get some of those jobs.
You play a race car driver in the film. We've talked in the past that you love motorcycles. Did you have to do any thinking about what made a good race car driver for this film?
You know what? I kind of equated acting. I kind of like took race car driving and just like laid it right over being an actor. You have the same focus, you have the same determination. You kind of have that human spirit to like do good. So that part was easy. For me, it was more like, hey, let me focus on being a father. Let me focus on being a husband. Let me focus on being a best friend to this four-legged pooch.
There you go. That works out good. I know we were just talking backstage. You just started shooting this season of This Is Us. You had a little bit of time off this summer. Did you travel at all?
I did. I kind of circled the globe. I went. I was in Japan riding motorcycles with a buddy.
Wow. And so when that, excuse my ignorance, do you just rent a motorcycle when you go to Japan?
Oh, no, they rented one for me.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Who's they? Like you just show up and Japan is like here.
Actually, no, I'll say it. I went and I rode motorcycles to Norman Reedus.
Oh, all right. Norman Reedus from Walking Dead.
Yeah. He's got a TV show where he talks about, like brings his friends like to exotic places to ride motorcycles. Man, I don't know if I was allowed to say that, but I said it.
Now, as like Walking Dead and This Is Us, are either of those shows big in Japan? Like, are you guys recognizable fellas?
People still freak out when they see Norman.
Yeah.
Still freak out when they see Norman. And like for me, it was like mildly a lot of bowing, sumimasen, and
Well, with Norman, they freak out because they think, like, if he's here, zombies are close.
Totally. If I'm here, it's like, you're gonna get triplets.
Yeah, right. Or like,
triplets.
oh no, he's here, something devastatingly sad's about to happen. Yeah.
They just start crying.
I want to ask again about when you ride your motorcycles in Japan. Like, how much of the day is spent on a motorcycle?
A lot. I mean, we were kind of down near Osaka and Kyoto and Nara, and so we'd kind of ride around. But also, really, what Norm's out to do is just kind of like experience the cultures. Mm-hmm. So I'd had a bunch of friends in that part of Japan, and so I introduced them to my friends, and my friends had friends, and before you know it, we're at like a furniture maker's shop.
Wow!
I was like and I'm like looking at chairs, and I'm picking them up while cameras are rolling. I'm like, can I get 4 of these?
I can't decide if that makes total sense or no sense that you would start on a motorcycle and end up at a furniture shop. It maybe makes total sense. Like it seems like people who would like want to tinker around with a motorcycle might also want to like make a table.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, woodworking and grease.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you ever? Are you somebody? Are you ever going at a speed in which we should be fearful for you?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
See, that's why, I mean, my wife rides a motorcycle and I
really?
don't. Yeah. I don't even like going on a bike downhill.
But see, here's the thing, Seth. Bikes to me feel more dangerous than motorcycles. Listen, I can't convince you otherwise. No, I'm not.
Yeah. That's why people on regular bikes wear those giant helmets.
I think they should. They should totally wear the big giant, like, can't see me, don't know who I am.
How much thought do you put into like the? And again, this is no judgment zone. The outfit on your motorcycle. Are you like somebody who like wants to look like match as cool as the bike is?
No, I don't care about how it looks. I'm all about safety.
Okay.
As I just admitted that I speed, which I don't entirely all the
Gotcha.
time. No, for me, it's like always, full sleeves, full face helmet, boots, some kind of like jeans or denim or something, and like take your time.
All right, gotcha. And when it's the first time you're riding a new kind of bike,
Yeah.
do you have to be careful with it, or are they sort of all the same? Okay, gotcha.
No, they're all different. They're
Okay,
all
gotcha.
different. You, like your bike kind of becomes an extension of you. Like that's the thing. So when I was in Japan and I was riding with Norman, it was like they put me. I'm like, can you please just put me on a Harley Davidson? I really just want to be on a Harley Davidson because like that's what I'm familiar with is Harley Davidsons. So they put me on a Harley, but still it's just different.
Right, because the exchange rate.
Yeah. Yes. The exchange rate. That's exactly.
Yeah,
I was thinking that. Yeah.
I'm a Grease guy too.
Yeah, totally.
You know how it all ends with this. Do you know how this season ends, or do you sort of know the whole?
I know like the far off.
You know the
down
far
road,
off.
like number
Gotcha.
6, but it's also that's what I've been told.
Right, so it
And
could change.
Things can always change. It's a newspaper. You got to wait and see what's going to happen. But what I do know, I mean,
Do you?
it is really truly beautiful.
Do you like having the burden of knowing a thing that's so?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Who does?
Yeah.
It's like carrying like the nuclear football. It's like this is the thing that destroys the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would get to, and obviously, one, I would assume there's so many people who want to get it out of you.
Yes.
And two, there would be so many people that would be furious at you if that's how it went down.
Yeah, probably. So I'm just gonna like shut my mouth and like not say a word and actually I don't know anything. I'm just gonna play like stupid actor.